Hello, welcome to Planit Darbi. Thank you for landing. I'm going to be using in some way, it's either this set or this set, and I'm not sure yet which scraps I'm going to use or which, I have two boxes options too. So it's two, I don't know, there's three scrap options, two box options, and either this set back here. All of the florals are from, and the quotes for this one are from Martinez Sticker Company. They will be hitting her shop on June 1st. I don't know by the time you're watching this if it's before or after June 1st, but if it's before, they're coming soon to keep an eye. It's part of a collaboration with Stick with Katie and also Kira Silas. So I think I'm going to start with the green in the background. And you don't have to do a corner of a corner of a corner. I'm just doing that because I want to draw out like that sitting atop that is going to be like look really cool. And then we'll do one of the little clusters to kind of see. So if you're new here, I don't like having things overlap that are similar colored if it doesn't need to happen, and that's probably an overthinking. But I'm going to go ahead and get this off. I have to be very careful with this paper. So, all right. So so what I'm considering right now, and I don't know if you guys overthink it like this, I go back and forth like which side should go up, because there is a different vibe to it to have that color next to her skin or her dark hair versus that. And I kind of like the dark. I do. So that's kind of how do I decide like what to put where. And so, oh, Kira, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to cut off your toes. That's a good starting point. Now, remember, I do want to use the tortured type scraps. So what I might do is get a little bit of a layering going. So if I do this here, I'll probably do over here something, and kind of up to here on something for like the decorative elements. And then of course I can add boxes. So let's go. I don't want to use this big one because I want to save that since this is rather large. I might put that big one somewhere up at the top or on the right side for sure. As I say that, I was about to pull it off. Okay. And we also can get these green leaves in there too. Kind of layer this with a box. Now, should we do the box? I guess I didn't really give myself a chance to ask that question, did I? I don't like this right there. I'm going to move it a little bit. Just for something different, we'll kind of go at an angle like that. But there is something about that bugs me. I'm like, I regret it, take it back. No, it's just a little too, yeah, I feel like just to separate it a little bit. Okay, so we've got another cluster. Let's do a little one. Actually, Darby, embrace the white space. Let's try to embrace the white space. Maybe I just need to get rid of the line. It might be the lines. It is. I think it's the line. Okay, I'm growing. I'm growing. This YouTube thing is so good for my character. I'm going to be growing. This color box can get lost. It can get kind of sucked up in the whites when you're processing if you're doing a video or a picture later. But I think what I want to do is bring in the quote. So I have space over here to write. I have space here to write. I could do a quote right here because that's plenty of space between that box and over here. So then I have to decide which shape would fit well. Okay, this will be better. So I kind of want to put, I am going to put something there. What if I did this on top of that and had some flowers like coming out of that? Is that too much? Or should I could maybe save that for this other side. Okay, so when I'm going to put this down, I don't really want it just sitting there on white. I feel like it needs something. So either I'm going to bring it up here or here and add something to connect these two. And I think the perfect thing to do that is going to be some green, like maybe a even 2 of those. I should have printed more of those. I like those. Okay, so like what if I did that? I'm gonna leave that up for a second. Okay, so now let's move up to here. I feel like I need more green scraps to kind of balance. I like filling up maybe this top rung, and sometimes if your scraps are too big like this, you might have seen this before, I just rip it and then I've got double the spearmint gum. If you don't understand that, just pretend you do. Okay. And then just tearing a little bit off so it doesn't have that space between. That's a song by Dave Matthews. Any Dave Matthews Band lovers here? I used to love him. What I might end up doing is bringing some of these little guys in, or girls, whatever they are, because I feel like with this skin color, I don't have this anywhere else, and so I might bring in some of this. Let's just try this, and I'll print more of them if needed, just to kind of blend out that color. Okay, I like that. All right, so now we need maybe a row of flowers that I can cut. I never print enough. I should have printed more. I mean, it's probably plenty. I think we'll go. So with horizontals, I was intimidated by horizontal, but it was actually, I realized later, it was the lines that were intimidating me. The lines like on the Happy Planner. I love the, here, I'm gonna do, I don't want to do the same one. Do you guys do that? Like that bugs me because it's the same one that I just cut. What was I saying? I'm sure it was so important. Oh, the lines intimidated me because I don't like to write on lines, and I didn't know what to do when I first got a horizontal, but what was happening is I was a vertical. And then I was realizing like when I write with my memory planner, I was writing such small things, and then you fill it in with stickers and it's writing even smaller. And then your story, like if I'm telling a memory story, it's going up this tiny little column at the end. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try a horizontal, but then I just stared at it and couldn't figure out how to decorate it. And then I realized it's the same thing as a vertical in terms of decoration. You're looking for columns and rows, and you want space on every day to write, space on every day that's decorated. Well, that's just the way I do it. And once I kind of released myself from thinking it needed to be different, there is a planner, Jasmine. She does amazing horizontals. Like I love her horizontals. Okay, so I feel like up here I need to do another box, and we'll kind of overlap it. So I have a small box here, a big box here. I'll go small. Okay. That's probably too similar. What if I went up here? Okay, so I do feel like this corner does need something. Let's just see, would this fit without blocking the date too much? So let's just make a little, or I could do it right here. I think that is what I'm gonna do. Looks like a feather. Let's see if I can go this way. I feel like we need something up here. The color is bothering me. I don't like the way this. Okay, let's move on to the other side. So over here, we got to get some more of that type, tortured type. Let's see, let's start with, okay, so wait, before I lay that down, I did say I wanted to do, let's kind of figure out where I want to do this. I'm thinking this long box will come down the side. Like I would be fine without these boxes over here altogether in the planner. Like I do kind of wish that wasn't there. But if you don't have stickers, then it's like a good little area to do like a checklist. But I don't need it because I can make my own boxes. Okay, I am gonna do the whole thing. I don't know if you guys see all the correction tape on my photos. I don't edit it out. It just kind of like whites get brighter and so it kind of blends in, which is good. I'm gonna leave a little space on that side because I feel like I could make a little border with the flowers of some sort. Okay, so then if we did this, that's too heavy right there. Actually, hold on. If I did it up here, let's do that. So, okay, I need, it's brown. It will probably pop a little bit more from the green. So let's do this. We'll put some cable knit sweater, perfect for the summer. I love textures though. And then these are clear because it was just a mistake. So I don't know if that's gonna show through too much. Yeah. So here's a little hack that I'm gonna show you that's so dumb because it's like defeating the purpose of clear stickers. This is gonna be right in the way. So this is dumb. This is gonna be a lot of different little like, what the heck? Okay, I'm gonna white this out. I am going to put this down on the sticker paper. I know it's hanging over, it doesn't matter. And now I am going to cut this out and I'll have a white sticker. And you don't even need it for the, like if you didn't have a full one and you just needed a little bit to cover something. There's other ways to do it. I've seen people use it like just, like I could have correction taped over this and put this on top of it. But it's a lot of correction tape. So see how that's gonna go so nicely, just perfectly right there, and now it's no longer see-through. So, and then because it's on sticker paper, I can do it. But now if you don't have sticker paper, guys, you can also do it on regular white paper and then just use that roller adhesive. I can't find mine. Oh, here it is. You know, like crafter's tape on the back of, because like sometimes my stickers, when I hand cut them myself, I will just print them on regular printer paper because regular printer paper actually looks prettier with some of the printouts. Okay, so I wanted to do one of these clusters coming out, but I could do, what if I did one of these coming out of it and then a little bushel? Would that be weird? Is that not enough? I feel like that's not enough. It needs to be like bigger. Actually, that's kind of cute. Uh-oh, don't stick on there yet. There's that little piece on the back that is sticky. Okay. So now I just got to pull off the backing on my faux sticker and then, oh, and do I want it to be, nah, that doesn't make a difference. Okay. So we've got the heavy green at the top. What if we did this heavy green on the bottom to go across the classic bottom? That's what I have, is a classic bottom. No, I do not. Mine is, I don't know, is mine's old school? It's one you don't want. Let's put it that way. I don't want to accentuate that I have another corner because I'm using a corner here and a corner here. So what I'm going to do is actually layer a shape over it that will kind of throw off that it's a corner, or that's at least the goal. But I could also just tear, which I might actually do that. And then that's the awesome, well, there's a lot of awesome things about scraps. We'll just kind of break it up a little bit. I feel like we definitely need a box coming out. And since this is vertical, I'm gonna go, I do think about that. I don't know if you guys do. If I have too many verticals or horizontals, I like to do that. And then this one will fit perfectly underneath. Love it. I think we need another quote. And we could do there. Let's see, where's the quote over here? No, so I like to do quotes in different spots. So let's just put this little scratch there. Actually, you know what? I like that. Let's get... All right, so remember when I talked about having this big piece and it needs to be like an anchor piece because that's already an anchor piece? Well, I kind of forgot. And now we're in an awkward situation. I mean, I know it needs a box, and then I know some green needs to be up there. I mean, what's wrong with using scraps of scraps? Nothing's wrong. Little coral one too. I'm gonna go crazy. Oh my gosh. I know it doesn't match perfectly, but I don't think you'll notice. Okay. And then something up for this corner that we need to kind of like seal it off. And I might kind of, oh dude, I might flip it and do this across the top so it's not super heavy. Y'all don't realize it, but this is like progress for me because I'm leaving some weird spaces. Like that's a big deal. I know you guys don't understand it, but this is like paining me to leave this awkward space here. I don't know. It's just who I am. So I'm kind of, I don't know if anybody else has this, but like, I'll be completely honest with you. So I'm on a different, or I just started an anxiety med. I've been trying them for years, but the reason that I go off of them is kind of showing up again. It's a slight intention tremor. And my mom has them really bad. And so I know I get everything my mom has, from her chest to her small waist, or sorry, short waist, not small waist. But I've been starting to notice, like, I will tremble on, like, when I'm pointing at my iPad or something, or like trying to tap the screen, there will be there's a slight tremor. And that's alarming. Because I said, if I get that, if it comes back, like, I have to go off this med. But I hope not, because, you know, I need it. I'm not going to lie. I mean, you can tell probably by listening to me how freaking uptight I am. Okay. I do feel like this over here needs some sort of pink, but I'm a little bit hesitant to do this. But maybe I could do it right here. But like on here different. So maybe to add kind of two that are a little bit off from each other. And then what am I gonna do, guys? You got it. We're gonna add this color because we did it on the other side, so we have to have it on this side in a couple spots, or it will just feel funny to me, at least. Ever since I read this, I have "you can go your own way" in my head. Guys, I think I should probably stop. I think this looks pretty darn good. I hope you guys like it. But yeah, let me know your comments below. Tell me if you would have added, like, this little space you might see on my page filled. You'll have to go back and compare and see, did I go back and like shove stuff in? But right now I feel good about it. Gorgeous doll, gorgeous stickers, I may. Go check her store out. If you need a rep code, you can DM me on Instagram or DM her. She's got a bunch on her page or Instagram. So thanks for landing. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, engage, and love on everybody. Nope, you're right. You're lying that lesson.